I went from failing in my pre-boards to getting 92% as a commerce student in my Cbse board exams. Oh, hi everyone, I'm Harshita, a girl who is figuring it all out just like you guys. And from exams to glow ups to surviving college life, you are at the right place. I am a BCom first year student currently living in Hyderabad, and I'm pursuing CS as a career. And we'll talk about that later on, but for now let's just move on to the main topic, which is how I got 92% in my Cbse board exam. I studied in Icse for 10 years and I did my 10th grade from Icse board, and then I shifted to Cbse for my plus 2. So I took subject MEC, which includes economics, math, business studies, accountancy and English. So before moving to 12th, let's talk a little bit about 10th and 11th. So in 10th board exams, I scored 92%, and we had a choice in 9th grade only to choose commerce stream or science stream. So I already have chosen commerce stream before going for plus 2 in Cbse board. And so now talking about 11th. So my school is 1.5 hours away from my home, which was so exhausting and tiring. I used to bunk school because I was getting really tired. After coming home, I had to go to tuitions also, and it was just getting really hectic. So my attendance percentage was really down, like 60% almost. But still, somehow managed to score a good percentage in 11th. But struggled with math as a subject and accounts little bit, but all the three subjects were really easy for me, so I was coping up. Okay, so then I was really chill in my 11th grade. I had a lot of fun. I bunked classes, went to basketball's ground, played basketball, played throw ball, went to library, did a lot of time pass, just having a lot of fun in school and not really focus on studies in 11th. Did not study to my fullest potential, I feel like. And so when the 11th grade final exams happened, I scored 82%, and I literally just passed in math, which hit me hard, which hit me really hard, that I need to focus a lot on math as a subject. So here is my 11th result, and I scored literally 41 in theory out of 80, which really hit me hard because I wasn't focusing on studies to my fullest potential. And in 12th, I went to tuition regularly and did everything, but then still I had a lot of fun also. It was not just studying for like 8 to 10 hours every single day from the starting of 12th. I had a lot of fun. We bunked classes, we went to ground, we played, we went to library. We had a lot of fun. It wasn't like I was just studying from starting in 12th. So yeah, then I was still struggling in math and accounts. Accounts also had gotten down by then. I was scoring really less in accounts and math only. That were my weak subjects, and teachers used to be like, my friends had more potential than me, and they used to comment such things. And my peers also commented that you won't be able to don't come to write the exam, it's okay, don't come. And they used to also pressurize me a lot for my results, but I knew somehow in myself that I would score really nice in my board exams because I've always been a kind of like a above average student from starting, and I scored 92% in my 10th also. So I had in me that I have to score really good percentage in 12th also, and I knew I would do. But when pre-boards happened, I literally just passed in math, and it then hit me to the core that I really need to start studying now, because after pre-boards, we had 3 pre-boards, and after the 3rd pre-board, we just had like 10 days or something like that to board exams. So we had a choice that we could write 2 board exams, but my attendance percentage was also really low. So I had to come to school to write exams, attend classes, like revision classes. All the portion was completed. Still, I had to come to school to get a little minimum percentage of 70%. But still, I struggled in attendance, and I just got 68% in 68% attendance in 12th grade. But okay, they let me write my exam. So my business studies ma'am used to make sets of students who got really high, good marks, average marks, low marks, and I started getting my name in the last set, which had like not really good marks. So that really also affected me a lot, and ma'am used to announce our marks in class. That too affected me a lot. And I remember the second pre-board, I was so scared to go and write my business studies exam that I just literally skipped it, because I felt that pressure from my teacher's side and also my peer side that I needed to score a good number in my exam. And I remember I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I could not complete my portion, and I was just crying because I didn't want it to go and write my exam for business studies because I was so demotivated. Then accounts exam happened, math exam happened, and I did not get really nice marks, and that really hit me hard to the core. And then I started actually studying for my board with full focus, full discipline. So after that, I did not go to school. I was at home and I was self-studying. Went to tuition here and there for some doubts, but did not really rely on my tuition for my board exams. I self-studied. I watched YouTube channels for math and accounts both. Math from Neha Agarwal, Mathematically Inclined, and I studied accounts from Sunil Panda, the educator. So I also did not rely on these YouTube channels fully. I preferred self-studying mostly. So I used to take help from tuition and from YouTube videos, but the main thing is self-studying. If you don't study by yourself, no one can help you. So I for last like 15-20 days straight, I was at home waking up early, started studying, did finish my portion, practiced math and accounts every single day. I practiced math to compulsory every single day, accounts also mostly every day I practice, because those were theory practical subjects, and we just can't learn them a day before our exam, so it was important. And also I was weak in those subjects, so I used to practice them every single day. Then it wasn't like I did not know anything whole 12th grade. I knew subjects, I knew the concept, everything, but I was not practicing it consistently, so it then affected my marks in pre-boards. So I knew all the subjects, I knew all the chapters, I knew concepts, everything, but I did not really practice every single day. So I struggled in my pre-boards. I would really advise you to at least do practical subjects like math and accounts every single day. Like, okay, just try doing it on the weekends at least at the beginning of the 12th grade, and then you can just switch to every single day coming to the end. Okay, so in my class there were students who would not go out to play in free period. They used to stay indoors to study, to do their homeworks, to practice math, and they did not even bunk class. I don't remember a single person bunking class from my class and having fun. So we were the only group, me and my three friends were the only group. We used to always find an opportunity to go out and play everything. So they thought I wouldn't get, literally they used to tease me, not in like a serious way, but in fun, ki you wouldn't get good marks in boards, how will you write exam, you're just passing math and you're not really good in accounts. I knew in myself that I would score really good in my boards because I've always been that girl who would give her best at the last moment, which I am guilty about. But yeah, so then after pre-boards, I was just at home, waking up early, practicing math early in the morning, because then when you have woken up and you have a really fresh mind, so you would focus better. So I would practice math, accounts in the morning, and then did theory subjects here and there. So that's how I did. Also, I used to wake up some days at 5, some days at 8, but almost days I used to wake up really early to start studying, because then if you wake up at 5, you would literally have 6 hours till 12. Then after 12, you would have 8 to 9 to 10 hours if you sleep by 10 or 11. So you literally have so many hours to study, take breaks, go out if you want. So I always have preferred studying in morning. I've always been a morning person. I really like getting up early and studying. So mostly I would wake up early to study and sleep by 11 or 12, because I'm not a person who can pull a full nighter and study. I'm not like that. I study in morning. I prefer studying in morning rather than night. So I used to wake up early, start studying. I studied 15 to 20 days straight. I did not went out. I was at home. I was just studying, practicing, revising, and it went on till board exams. Also in Cbse board, between two subjects, you have 5 to 6 days gap. So that's great too. You can revise multiple times in that gap. You can complete your portion also once and then revise twice or thrice in that gap. So I would highly recommend revising rather than studying in that gap, because revising will help you a lot. Revising will help you memorize everything, and you wouldn't panic in exam, and you wouldn't think twice writing an answer in exam, because you have revised so many times that that is registered in your mind. Obviously, you can't really revise math or accounts, but you can revise formulas in math. So I made this whole sheet about formula. My main goal before exams was to make myself really happy and satisfied when I see my result. It was not for my parents, or it was not for the society, or it was not for my classmates. It was for me to make myself proud that I have done so much of work, put in so much of effort, and I got the result which I wanted. It was just for me to get myself satisfied with my marks, and it was for no one else. And if you are doing it for yourself, motivation would ultimately come to you. More important than motivation is discipline. Like showing up every single day, studying for at least 1 hour a day is important. It is not important how much hours you study, it is important how many days consistently you show up for studying. So I only had this one goal, that I have to make myself proud. I need to satisfy myself with my results. So I really worked hard for last 20 to 25. We worked hard towards every single subject. Completed my portion before my board exams. I used to just revise in that gap between two subjects, and I would get up every single day early between the gaps between two subjects. I used to travel in car from my home to the center, and I would just revise, take out the page where I've written all the formulas, all the dates, and revise that continuously, and it registered here. And I did not really fear about my paper, because I knew I've revised so many times that I don't have to think second time for writing my exams. So that really worked. Okay, one thing which really helped me was putting up timers. I would put a stopwatch in front of me to check how many hours I've studied for the last 20 to 25 days that I studied, and I would check on my progress that I've studied this many hours this day, and how many hours I studied for the entire week.